Each year, faculty at the University of Oregon School of Journalism and Communication take students to locations around the country to learn how to tell complex stories about science and the impacts of climate change on communities. This year, we traveled to Moku, a small island in Kaneohe Bay, Hawaii.
Quite literally day 2 of my program in Eugene, I was in Dan's office. I met him, and the first thing we talked about was science and memory. Basically bringing up a group of students to learn how to do science communication in a multimedia way too. This time in Hawaii, we were talking about coral bleaching and resilience to these events.
It's a little island called Moku, and then we took 2 graduate students, Sam Morrison and Mira.
It's just a little island with like 10 different labs on it. The story we're trying to tell in this specific trip was about there's some species of coral in some places that aren't bleached by rising water temperatures, for instance. And so the scientists have set up a bunch of these locations around the island to figure out what is it about those types of coral that make them resilient to change and make them healthier.
It was great collaborating with Sam on this trip because I think we were coming from different backgrounds for sure, and he just has all of this knowledge in immersive media. And I came in with my journalism background and my academic background as well as a PhD student on kind of how to do environmental comms specifically.
Because the IMC, the Immersive Media Communications program, is brand new, because it's through the journalism school being a communications degree, it's sort of a natural progression into like, how do we bring some immersive content into this important science communication directive.
Some of my favorite things that I've captured on this trip has to be the coral scientists doing their work underwater. They had these coral tables where they were growing a bunch of different kinds of coral and just monitoring them and to analyze back in the lab. So we got to go out with them and spend a great deal of time underwater kind of watching them do that.
My focus out of the IMC was immersive videography, and it's just a different world when you're there underwater and seeing it swim around you and hearing the sounds of the waves crashing in and being able to transport people to places and experiences that they could never have deep under the ocean. What they've found is that those sorts of experiences leave more lasting emotional effects on the audience and the viewers, and so you have people who end up caring more. I think it's clear that it's going to be a big part of journalism in general, and so we needed to figure out what that's going to look like. I really hope that we can bring that to more general audiences.